Guys, welcome to our video about our Fleetwood Expedition 36T. Alright, so let's start on the outside. So first of all, in the front here, this is your diesel generator. That's a 7,500 watt diesel generator that operates from the main diesel tank, so you don't have to fill it up, you just fill up the diesel tank here. So there's the fill port, and we're also selling the 5-gallon diesel tank with it. So carrying on down the side, we've got all the storage cupboards through here. There's no leaks in any of the storage cupboards, and of course all of the hoses and power leads and things that you need to connect up and operate the unit. Into here is where all the connections are. So we'll start off with the power connection. It's a 30 amp power connection which is plugged in there. Then you've got a water purifier, and the water connects onto the bottom of that. And then you've got your waste outlet. So you've got your black tank here, your grey tank here. They drain through here and they run through all of these pipes. We've actually got 3 lengths of pipes, so under normal circumstances you will only use 1 or 2, but there's 3 there just in case. So moving further along, we've got a vent for the washing machine dryer inside. This is the gas central heating system for the back of the RV. Underneath that is your battery management system. Beside that you have the main batteries, which is your truck batteries. It's a 12 volt system, so there's 2 12 volt batteries connected in series, in parallel. And then you've got 4 coach batteries which are 6 volt, and they are connected in series and parallel, so that you've got a 12 volt system there. Further on behind that you have the hydraulic jack system, and that's the filling port if you need to top it up, and I'll talk more about the hydraulic jack system a bit later on in the video. And now we'll move over to the right hand side of the bus. Alright, so starting at the rear this time, we've got the propane connection in the back cabinet. This is not locked, you're not allowed to lock the back cabinet. Then we've got 2 storage cabinets. Inside this one is the engine management system. This is just a standard normal storage cabinet, which we don't tend to use it because it's underneath the slide and it's annoying to get in and out, so we tend to leave that empty. This is a storage cabinet there. This is a central vacuum cleaning system, the central heating system for the front. This is the propane hot water system, and it operates on propane and electric. You then have another storage cabinet. All of this stuff is being sold with the RV. And finally, on the outside you have the water tank, which I think is an 80 gallon if I'm not wrong. And you can fill that up through a normal garden hose through there, or on the other side, if you recall, the water connection there will actually backfill this as well. Now up on top of the bus you've got a spotlight, air horns, there is a satellite dish, and you've got a radio antenna and also a CB antenna. You've got a couple of vents on the passenger side of the RV. This one here is for the refrigerator, and the one up the top there is for the range hood. So these are electric steps. They will go in when you turn the ignition on if the door is closed. If the door is open, they will remain out. There is a safety switch there to make sure that you don't walk out through that door with no stairs. And here's a final view of the bus with the slides back in, because we want to show you that the slides actually work when we're inside. And of course you have the standard tow hitch at the back and your ladder for going up onto the roof, and also a reversing camera. So just before we head back inside, we've got hydraulic jack stands at the front and also at the back. We put these blocks here so that we're not extending or overextending our jack stands too far. They're old, so we want to look after them. And also the RV parks and casinos and places where you stay, they like it if you don't have the jack stands hard down on the ground. The front ones are operated by one switch and they both come down together. And these are the rear jack stands, and they come down together on one switch, but then they're operated independently of each other on two other switches so that you can level up the bus from side to side. Okay, moving inside, let's start off with the slides. The front slide control is in a cabinet which is just above the driver's seat. And this is the switch here, and you just turn it to out. So as you can see, it is extremely spacious once the slide goes out. Let's head down to the back and put the back slide out. So the rear slide is exactly the same switch, but it's in the master bedroom. Another interesting thing with this bus is it has the 12-volt charging port here, which does not come standard with the Expeditions normally. So let's get the rear slide out. And then we'll head through to the front and carry on with all of the inside stuff. So at the very front of the bus is a flat screen TV. The driver's seat and the passenger seat are of course leather. And moving into the bus we have a couch which folds out into a double bed. We also have the dining room area on the right hand side there. We have put blow-up mattresses underneath there for the kids to sleep on, so we can actually sleep 6 in here. And the refrigerator is propane and electric, and it has an automatic switch to switch between. The freezer's got a lot of space on this side, and it's got an ice maker. On the other side, and the refrigerator side is also quite huge as well. We have a microwave, range hood, kitchenette, overhead cupboards, drawers under cabinets, and also gas hob and gas oven. There is a lazy boy chair as well on the opposite side to the couch, and that has a fold-away coffee table in front of it. There is a gas detection system, the vented central heating, and also the central vacuum system. The control cabinet at the front measures all of your fluid levels for your grey, fresh water and black tanks, plus your battery levels, and your propane levels. It also has cut-off switches for your batteries, a override switch for the radio so you can operate the radio when the engine is not running. This is the levels test, which you can see all the levels light up. Then there's an on-off switch for the pump. You can see the pump light coming on and off as I do it. Then you've got water heater gas and an inverter, and we believe that operates the refrigerator off your batteries, but we have never used it. Alright, so moving into the bathroom, we have vanity. You've got a full height shower, and it has a skylight, so if you're a bit tall like me, and you don't bash your head on the roof when you're in the shower. Alright, moving into the bathroom, and there's the washing machine, and wife's actually got some laundry going at the moment, so there we go. A lot of the RVs don't have the washing machine and dryer. They usually have drawers in here, but we've got the washing machine and dryer, which is a bit of a bonus. And of course in behind here is all of the vanity stuff. Moving back into the master bedroom now, you have another TV, overhead cabinets, bedside drawers, and a full-size wardrobe with cedar backing to keep everything nice and fresh. Central heating vents on the floor, and of course air conditioning vents on the roof. There's two rooftop air conditioning units, one for the front, one for the back, so you don't have to run the whole lot all at the same time. There's also another water pump switch in the bathroom area, so you don't have to go to the front of the bus all the time to turn the pump and water on. Now of course the generator is operated from inside, and you just press this on. We've currently got it connected up to mains power at the moment, so I don't want to run that, but it's been regularly serviced as well, and I'll do a video when we disconnect the mains power. Alright, so the generator is operated from the driver's side on the control panel, and you just push that switch in. And hopefully you can actually hear that on the video, but it's pretty quiet. If I move away from the front of the bus, really very quiet, you can hardly hear it. And I'll show you what it's like outside as well. You don't want to be disturbing your neighbours too badly. There are ceiling extraction fans for the kitchen. And of course the bathroom as well. So that's our bus. I hope that answers a lot of the questions that people ask. It's in extremely good condition. It's very clean and tidy. There are no leaks, and the maintenance records are all available as well. So there we go. I hope you liked it, and maybe we can get a sale out of it. Thanks for watching.